Wednesday's Team Jon Project. We're bringing a fence company in next month to cross fence a section of our front yard so we can bring the car and the bus into the yard. The bus has been fine, last 10 years out on the street, but if I brought it in the yard a little bit closer, I could work on it more, closer to a water source, other stuff to work on it, as opposed to 250 feet out onto the street from the house and water sources. So the fence is going to start here off this post, and it's going to run on a straight line up past where Katori's at, right about there. There's a old pipe right there. That black dot's the old pipe. It'll go to there and then run past that bush over past the garage to the corner. I'll shoot some video over there later. And that brings me back to Wednesday's project over there. Continuing with Wednesday's Team Jon project. Actually, this could be Wednesday and Thursday. I've got to cut this tree back from basically about where this white pipe is sticking out of the ground, across the front of this bush and over to the other side, so we can run chain link fence past it. I haven't trimmed this tree since we bought the property, so it's been a process. This is scrub oak. I'll do is up close on one of the leaves in a few minutes here. They're very sharp and they scratch and they cut. It's amazing what it does. And in the middle there, bright green stuff, that's what we call mistletoe. I have to be careful with this stuff. I cut it off and I drop it outside the fence line onto our property, but it keeps it away from the dogs. Poisonous to people, poisonous to dogs, so we keep that away. So there's my project. I get this cut down, and then I have a dump site in the yard for tree branches and leaves and bushes. So here's a close-up of scrub brush, or scrub oak. Now the wind starts. All these little corners, they're sharp as a razor and they hurt like heck when you cut yourself. And like any other oak tree, this thing has acorns, except the acorns are tiny. Those are about an inch long, and about 3/4 of an inch long. Let me find some more. There, those are about 3/4 of an inch long. But every leaf has multiple points to scratch you. And if you're not paying attention, you get that, and you get, where's that? So, there we are, scrub oak. Those are cool little acorns. It's been dropping them for years, but they haven't opened up, so I only have about, I think, 6 of these bushes on the property. Those 2 gates will be moved and brought up here and placed right about just about where in front of the tractor here. The fence line will go in a straight line over to the pole with a green string. There we are. And then across where the tractor where the gates are at, and then past what I butchered back on the scrub oak tree there. And then in the corner, there will be a mini sally port for walking through, because we'll be parking the car just on the other side of this tree. And then it'll be a short distance to walk to the house. I have helpers out here. Helper number 1 is Nakoma. She just looked over. Helper number 2 is Katori. She's hiding in the brush right about there. Helper number 3 is Calypso, and she's also taking advantage of the shade. All that dark green stuff there is mistletoe. I'm not cutting back that part of the tree. It's basically going to be that corner. I'll take it off into a straight line, drag all this stuff, and I'll be done.